You see, Leo, it's so important for me to say to not to lose the hope. Okay, this is so important because September is just going to be the time which is going to be really important for you for two reasons. You're going to learn how to be patient, but on another hand, what else you're going to learn is that you are on the right path, because the sign that you are going to have, it's going to be absolutely undeniable. But the situation that is going to be quite tricky is that something is simply going to take slightly longer until you get there, until you achieve something, because this is pretty much so to do with your own perspective and with your own path that you have found yourself on, that you have found yourself at within the last couple of years. Especially it was quite enhanced and highlighted over the last year. And do not lose hope, my gorgeous Leonis, because this is the tricky situation and this is the challenge that you are going to have. It's all going to be absolutely fine. You must not lose hope. It is just that things are going to take a slightly longer turn, and when things are going to start actually unfolding for you and happening for you like there is no tomorrow, it is going to be from March 2022 when everything is going to be absolutely clear. So you just need to understand that karmically September is so important, because you will know exactly what it will go on a certain hold, but then on another hand, the confirmation and the sign that you are going to have, it's going to be absolutely deniable, and it's all going to make sense. This is all about you, about your change, about your transformation, and the biggest confirmation of your life. Okay? My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Leonis, and it's for September 2021. So this monthly horoscope tarot card focus is for you, my gorgeous Leonis, and it's for September 2021. This is the month when you're gonna simply open your eyes and you will see exactly what I mean, because in between the 1st and the 9th of September, this is the stage when you will be going through quite a lot. This period is going to be quite important, because you're going to learn and you're going to realize then and there that you have to return to something. You have to return home in order to rejuvenate yourself, to re-energize yourself in so many different levels, in so many different aspects. And this in itself is going to make you so much stronger, because it's going to help you to see the picture, to see everything for what it is. And also it's going to be very powerful time when it comes to the actual realization, when you will also want to put your foot down, and that in itself is going to become very relevant when it comes to the actual your own vision. And your own vision is going to show you the timing, and that timing is going to be absolutely correct. You're going to realize exactly why karmically you just have to kind of slow down a little bit, and don't worry too much, don't think negatively, because most certainly you are on the right path. And this is what I'm talking about. You're on the path to your own victory. But in between the 1st and the 9th of September, you will know already that you have to return to something, and I would call it like to return to your home. You need to return to your home, and there is something else that you need to gather. Karmically, you need slightly more time, and karmically, you need to remember, to not to rush. There is no need to rush, just one step at a time, baby, and you're going to be absolutely fine. There are 3 wonderful elements that are going to unfold for you in terms of victory, in terms of change, in terms of opportunities that you weren't aware of before, and you're going to find this quite beneficial as well. So it's in between the 1st and the 9th of September. It's all about like kind of realizing that the things are going to take slightly longer, but you are going to be absolutely fine, because most certainly this is going to be beneficial for you, as I said, and also you're going to realize things that you didn't realize before, and this is necessary. This is so necessary when it comes to your spiritual journey, when it comes to the decision that you're going to make, because also when it comes to March and April and May 2022, there's mind-blowing decisions you're going to make, but you wouldn't be kind of making them in such an advanced way if you didn't go through what you're going to go through now. So pay attention to what is going to take place between the 1st and the 9th of September, because you are going to grow spiritually in so many different ways without even realizing. By the time you get to the 29th and the 30th of September, then there is going to be an option for you that is going to be very attractive, that you wouldn't normally notice. And this is when you're going to see how beneficial this time for you was already. On another hand, you know, it is also in between like the 1st and now in between the 1st again and the 11th, in between the 1st and the 10th of September, you also need to understand that there is going to be very good news that you are going to have. And I really like it. I like it. No, it's really good because it's to do with the justice, something that was driving you nuts, something that brought you so much negativity, something that brought you so much uncertainty. It's actually going to also at the same time bring you a really important news when it comes to the certain justice. This is going to be so significant to you because it's going to also signify the time, like, thank you Lord, that you're going to kind of like have a time to relax, time to chill out. Don't forget, this is so important. As soon as you become aware of this justice, you need to understand that there is the certain edit that you're going to need to make in your life. There is the certain way that you're going to need to change, like the way you maybe respond to certain people. You will know exactly what I mean. But at the same time, when you kind of become aware of this justice, just pay attention. Within the next few days, there is going to be like a really mind-blowing advice that you are going to have. This advice is all what you need because it's going to help you with your own passion. It's going to help you to kind of redirect and direct your own energy in the right way because it's going to inspire you. And when that inspires you, you will want to have a communication with somebody very important, you know, certain compromise, which is most certainly going to lead towards you doing the right thing, by the same time towards you realizing that you just need to be kind of patient because you're going to be rewarded here like there is no tomorrow. This is going to be so important to you when it comes to your feelings, when it comes to your emotions, but also at the same time, it's just to do with the work that comes to you naturally. It's to do with your spirituality. It's to do with why you're placed on this earth. And I say why you're placed on this earth because every single one of us are having a specific spiritual journey. Okay, specific things about our destiny that we need to fulfill, you know, and this is pretty much so to do with our spiritual journey, with our karma, with things that we have done so far. So you just need to follow your inner bliss. This is very important. In fact, the whole month is so significant when it comes to you following your inner bliss, my gorgeous Leonie, indeed. On another hand, as I said, this is to do with the natural work, but it's also to do with a ridiculous, like kind of like an amazing success that is going to bring you later on. This is to do with an amazing success, and you just need to follow your things that come to you naturally. You know, this is important, okay? Because there is going to be an idea, really, really significant idea that you are going to have here, and this is going to surprise you the way you're going to feel, but then at the same time, it's just more about you feeling kind of brave in order to explore the certain part of you, or the certain side of you, you know? And this is brilliant because it's going to bring so much out of you, but then at the same time, you will see and you will realize that karmically you are reaching a very, very important point in your life where you're going to start climbing up, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. It's to do with things that you deserve, but it's also to do with the karmically going through so much, you know. Also, you need to remember, as I mentioned before, you just need to reward yourself. Give yourself some time off if you possibly can. Reconnect and connect with the nature, because this is going to be so beneficial for you, and it's going to help you to get rid of the excess of the negative energy that you picked up like over the past 12 to 13 months, because you felt like, oh my god, people are after you, people are, you know, things are not that the things are not working right, that people are after you and things like that. So this is all accumulating the certain amount of negative energy that you really can just like get rid of so nicely by being in the forest, being in the nature. If you're lucky enough being in the sea, it's just like you go inside the sea and it's just get rid of the negative energy almost immediately, like the lake, a river, you know. It's like incredible how spiritual water is, and this is what I'm talking about. Okay, the second important date, my gorgeous Leonis, it's going to be on the 11th of September. Now the 11th of 11th of September, you will just like feel you're going to wake up in the morning, and this is pretty much so to do not just waking up, but it's just like a spiritual awakening at the same time, because it's happening on the 11th day of September. Number 11, it's very important when it comes to the next step, very important when it comes to like a huge, massive, like crazy, like a big mama realization, but at the same time, it's going to be very, very, very spiritual moment. If you need to pay attention to what is on your mind the very first thing in the morning on the 11th of September, because that is going to answer your question, what direction you should go. And it's to do with the moving, it's to do with leaving, and it's to do with like going on the next step, going on the next stage, but it's also to do with the actual eternal success at the same time. It's going to require from you to kind of like go from one stage to another stage. Maybe you will, maybe it's going to be connected to the little traveling as well at the same time, but it doesn't have to be long traveling, you know, long distance or anything like that, but most certainly it's going to require from you to kind of go from one point to another. But most certainly this is important because you will become aware of what exactly came to an end and which adjustment you need to make. This in itself is going to like kind of like inspire you like almost immediately, but it's not kind of only about this inspiration. It's about how you're going to feel and what is going to be on your mind, and you're going to find yourself being in touch with somebody whom you're going to be quite surprised, but in the best possible way. And that in itself is just kind of going to give you an idea. Like a couple of days later, within the next 2 or 3 days, you know, you are really going to find yourself wondering. You're really going to find yourself in an element that you weren't kind of like familiar with, that you weren't kind of planning. And I really like this so much, because at the same time, you know, this gives you the certain bravery, and you will want, you kind of get rid of the illusion of the negativity, you know. And I say the illusion of negativity because we block ourselves very often, and we don't realize our own strength and our power when it comes to our own kind of mind, our own optimism. If we think negative, then we just block ourselves, and people don't realize this sometimes. And now all this is going to be like kind of upside down in the best possible way. So you are going to find yourself on a path that you did not plan, and that is amazingly going to help you realize and make you realize really mind-blowing opportunity with unlimited possibilities, like absolutely brilliant, fantastic, like my lord, like a bright prospect. So in between the 11th and the end of that month and the 30th of September, you know, it's all about this moment that you're going to have in the opportunity and realization, you know, with unlimited possibilities, bright prospects. But it's going to be connected to so much what you have been waiting for, that adjustment that I was talking to you at the beginning. This is all going to have a really strong and powerful connection to that. But then at the same time, you know, there is a little sacrifice that you're going to need to make, an addition emotionally. This is like, oh God, you know, a little bit of sadness. So maybe you will kind of remove yourself from like somebody who means to you so much. No, not a lover or anything like that. Maybe you will want to move somewhere, you're going to miss certain people. Maybe you will go somewhere and that is going to affect relationship with these other people. You know, it's just some kind of, not necessarily, but it's some kind of emotional issue that you are going to have, but you will realize that this is the best thing to do. You will realize this is the only thing to do in order for you to move forward. By the same time, this is almost immediately going to bring you the actual healing. So it's about a sacrifice, but it's more like about an emotional sacrifice. And sometimes we need to do this. And this in itself, it's also going to have a spiritual flip-flop moment with you, because it's directly going to be connected to your emotional power when it comes to the next step and when it comes to an inspiration. So when you least expect it, this is going to be remarkable, because it's just going to have a positive impact on you indeed. The third important date, my gorgeous Leonis, it's actually going to be on the 30th of September. Like my lord, the 30th of September, you know, like also you need to pay attention to which dreams you are going to have. You need to pay attention. If you don't remember your dreams, again, what is the very first thing on your mind in the morning? Like something is going to be on your mind. It may not be obvious as soon as you open your eyes, but normally it is. But if it's not obvious as soon as you open your eyes, you will see as soon as you get up and go to do things, something is going to be kind of repeating on your mind. Something is going to be on your mind, and you're not going to be able to kind of like really leave. You're not going to be able to ignore. And this is something very specific that you need to pay attention to, because it's at the same time going to guide you. It's at the same time going to be a guiding light. It's at the same time going to be like a candle in the middle of the darkness, and it's going to light the way. Once the way is lit, you just need to pay attention to it, what this is. You just need to think about it in a positive way and see where this is going to take you, because at the same time it's going to show you which adjustment and readjustment you need to make, and that adjustment and readjustment that you need to make is going to take exactly 14 weeks, 14. before, 14 weeks to actually start manifesting like there is no tomorrow. This is very important because it's yet again to do with like a little sacrifice, not necessarily emotional sacrifice, like what I said before. This is different. This is just to do with a little sacrifice, little change that you need to become aware of, but most certainly 14 weeks it's going to take. So you are going to have a very strong sense of timing. And that in itself, it's also going to be connected to the vision, you know, and you know, that, like, I'm not going to lie to you, that in itself is going to kind of redirect you a little bit on the 30th of September, and it's even 30th of September, 1st of October, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 7th of, up until the 7th of October. This time it's going to be so, my Lord, connected to this, very significant, because everything that happens until the 7th of October, it's going to have a very strong correlation with this particular thing. But there is going to be the tower moment that you are going to have, and this tower moment that you are going to have, you know, it is just also kind of going to kind of throw you out of balance a little bit, but then again, it's going to kind of surprise you, but you will see what specific part of your life slowly came to an end, and somebody's going to show their devilish face, somebody's going to show their mask is going to fall, and once the mask is fallen, you will see lots of worms, but these worms are not going to surprise you. You will be kind of aware of it, but then again, you are hoping that it's maybe not. So this is going to be very interesting, but at the same time, it's going to be very beneficial for you because it's going to help you to bring the best out of you, and something very spiritual is going to happen at that moment in time. You're going to feel the strength and power you didn't feel in a long time, and also it's going to be brilliant when it comes to your own judgment. You're going to make an important decision. This is going to be so significant, and that decision is literally going to change your life, because in terms of oppression, and when you feel like you had so much on your back, you know, now the things are going to start falling off, and it's going to be absolutely brilliant indeed. You also having a person that is going through something very difficult, my gorgeous Leonis, and you're gonna come, this hasn't got a date really, this is just to do with in September. You need to see somebody's going through something very difficult, somebody very close to you, and they respond to you in a certain way, they act in a certain way, and they make you feel like you've done something wrong, but you didn't, you know, it's to do with them. They're going through something very, very difficult, like my Lord, and you can kind of like maybe help them, and even if you don't feel like you can help them at the moment, you as long as you're aware of this, it's nothing to do with you personal, you know, because they may offend you, you know, and do something to you, but yet again, you just need to remember that they are going through something very difficult and very personal, and it's nothing to do with you. This is important, like there is no tomorrow. So now, my gorgeous Leonis, I'm just going to see what is going to happen with those of you that are in relationships. So now, with those of you that are in relationship, I have to say like a really strange news that your partner is in danger. Your partner may be in danger. Your partner, someone is lying to your partner, somebody's very negative around your partner, or somebody's going to try to come out to your partner and lie to them. I really don't like the combination of these cards that I'm seeing, you know, I really don't like it. So you need to prepare your partner. I hope that you're going to hear this on time, but you just need to prepare your partner on some kind of dishonesty. Someone is going to come out to them, but it's as dishonest as like, oh my Lord, you know, so dishonest, like my God. So you need to prepare your partner on to some kind of dishonesty. So if somebody offers something to you and then it doesn't sound right, and somebody's too crazy around them, it doesn't sound right. If somebody's trying to push something towards them, it doesn't sound right, you know, they need to be very careful, because there is some kind of dishonesty going on here that it's absolutely mind-blowing, and it's also connected to something rather devilish. This is very, very important for you to understand. So any kind of like a maybe big things that your partner wanted to do this month, just try to kind of leave September and maybe focus on October. Like any kind of compromise that your partner wanted to do, wanted to make, or any kind of thing that your partner wanted to start, I would highly suggest to try to do this in October. And also just to avoid, like if he does kind of, if he or she does like kind of like a start something, then go to talk to that person, some kind of compromise or whatever. But if seriously, if it doesn't sound right or if it doesn't feel right, just say to your partner to run. Very, very important for the couples indeed. On another hand, sorry. On another hand, when it comes to those of you that are single and ready to mingle, like it is not going to be that long until you find someone very, very special. There is someone very powerful about to walk into your life. And I know this for the fact because there is also going to be an opportunity that you are going to have for those of you that are single, and an opportunity that you are going to have is going to put you on the path where this other person is going to be. And this is also going to be the biggest time of transformation that you had in a long time. And this path that I'm talking about is the path of transformation, not only when it comes to your life, but when it comes to someone very special and very powerful walking into your life. It may not happen necessarily in September, but it could happen in October. But it's all about the path that you're feeling very strongly about, that it's new, but it's also like a kind of connected to the very high transformation in your life. What else I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous Leonie, would be this gorgeous chakra pendant. It's absolutely wonderful how powerful this energy is because of this perfect balance of crystals, but also at the same time it would be highly recommended to wear chakra pendant, this chakra pendant in September, October, November and December. So every time when you feel low, every time when you feel tired, every time when you feel under attack, like emotional attack or spiritual attack, you know, it throws you out of balance, you know, this will help you to kind of, when you feel weird and bizarre and you don't know how to express yourself, this will help you to kind of express yourself. This will help you to ground yourself, but also above all, it's going to help you to keep on top of things by kind of focusing on the things that you should be focusing on, because a lot is going to be going on within the next few months. And this is why this is so important to have. This comes with a gorgeous sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, I have to say that. On another hand, when it comes to nutrition, like my lord, now it's like more important than ever to kind of like boost your immune system by taking organic acerola cherry powder or organic acerola cherry capsules or organic camu camu. Both of these supplements are very high, one of the highest supplements in natural vitamin C, and this is something that I would like you to take on daily basis alongside natural vitamin D. Even if you're in the sun, I would still recommend natural vitamin D. And also natural zinc as well. This combination is a must and is going to beautifully boost your immune system. On another hand, try to drink as much water as you possibly can, and also try to drink organic dandelion tea or organic chamomile tea, one of these two, without sugar, because sugar is vile. So try to get like organic honey or organic maple syrup, for perhaps, you know, instead of sugar, you know. And this is also going to be quite good for your energy, but it's going to help you to flush out the toxins out of the system, and it's going to be beneficial for an entire digestive system. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. My gorgeous Leonis, I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.